Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And we are underway from FedEx Field. Darnay Holmes now from his end zone. And nowhere to go. He only makes it to the 5.
All right, I knew I forgot to ask a question when we sat with the coaches about just how aggressive will you be bringing a ball out of the end zone, and what's the green light for your returner? In this case, it should have been a red light. Should have stayed in the end zone. Terrible field position to start this drive.
Jones wants to throw to start things out here. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. These two teams met at MetLife Stadium earlier this year with the Giants winning that one. So they're looking for another win here in Washington to take the season sweep. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Jones finds his big tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a 1st down. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers are getting involved as this game goes on.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And that's caught left side by Mo Alley-Cox. And he lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. After all of the turnover woes that they had last week, another turnover on the first drive of the game.
And when you dive into the analytics of football, it's real simple. If you're down in turnover margin, you're not going to win very many football games. The best teams always rank in the upper part of the league in terms of turnover margin.
And last week's number for them was 5 turnovers. And as you saw, another one there. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up and covered easily. I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got a bike cover. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down. Heineke now. He rifles one that's intercepted. Julian Love picks it. And the Giants are going to have it here at their own 15.
Well, Brad, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get him next time out.
Throwing, Jones. Flushed out right. To Barkley on the check down. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll make it second down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Anytime they think they've got him open beyond the markers, you know they're going to throw his way. And that's not going to change even after that incompletion was forced.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Jones. Got a man, Slayton. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that one complete to Hodgins. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll lead them to the 3rd and about 4 more for first. They'll run it again with Barkley. Dancing away at the 35. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down. Looking to throw. Jones finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. No score after 1 on EA Sports. It's Barkley on the counter. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Ball resting on the 10-yard line. It's 2nd and 1. Jones is going to put it in the hands of Barkley on the option. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 33.
This size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. They end up getting stumped twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down.
A great job there by this defense. They give up the long drive, but in the end, it looks like they'll force a field goal attempt.
Here's Jones throwing on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. A chance to get some momentum here in the 2nd quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in. But I'm going straight to ride-out mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the 2nd quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I want them to feel like they've let everyone down. So, got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Giants have it. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. Goodness, nobody wanting to hold on to that football. 2 fumbles, one by each team on the same play. Not something you see every week.
No, not at all. And you and I both know how important possessions are nowadays in the NFL because there's not much difference between teams. So when you get a chance for a takeaway, you've got to hold on to the football yourself. Don't give it right back to them.
They'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down. They'll run the option left. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Looking to throw. Heineke. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he's going to have a Commanders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Heineke's throw complete to Dodson. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants 19. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. On 2nd and 7, Heineke. They'll get this out to Kamara. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this 1st half. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And it'll be intercepted. And the Commanders are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. We looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
Heineke to throw it. Alvin Kamara reeling it in on back-to-back plays. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. Working out of the gun. Here's Heineke. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there as the 1st half is winding down. And the Commanders have taken the lead here in the final stages of this 1st half. We don't see too many scoreless halves in football, not in today's day and age, and we're not going to see one here. We finally have points on the board.
Yeah, and it didn't come easy, did it? Because neither of these offenses really gotten out of the starting blocks yet. But that is definitely an important score right there. Who knows? The way their defenses play, that touchdown might even hold up until the end. So
not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. This taken in at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So one play and they're already just shy of midfield. Operating from the gun, Jones. This one to Slayton over the middle. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 54 yards away. Gano's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Second half about to start. The Commanders have the lead. They'll get it first as we are back underway. Taken at the 15, a short kick. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
Heineke again on the keeper. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Well, that's what he can do when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop it.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And some room to run now. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. So that run there, I don't know if it's overstating things to call it a thing of beauty, but in terms of football plays, that's as good as you're going to see.
Yeah, what I really enjoyed about that run and what made it so impressive to me was how he improvised along the way. Sometimes on a big play, you just get the football and you take off in a straight line and go. But this time, how about the artistry of that play? That looked a little bit like a Picasso to me.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On 3rd down, Heineke. Looking and finding Thomas in the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Logan Thomas, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Commanders take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Back to throw. Jones. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Shepard. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll give it to Barkley off the option play. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Give them the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
In the 3rd quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming. Back to throw. Jones. He'll find Hodgins there complete. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 44-yard line. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. But the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD. That's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over.
They're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. They'll look to throw again. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there.
You can feel the anguish all the way up here. It certainly looked like he had that one in the end zone, open, unable to hold on to it.
Jones throwing on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the Commanders come through with a 4th down stand. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the... Here's Tressway now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Tavon Young in on the tackle. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Looking to throw. Jones. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
To throw once more on second and 10. Jones looking deep downfield. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for first and 10. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
After the incompletion, here's second and 10 from the 20. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It's been clear in this match which side has been the more physical. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
This offense was on the move. Now two straight incompletions have them looking at third and 10. Back to throw. Jones.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St. Juice.
And the Commanders are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Well, time, I mean, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5. Again, it's Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
They'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47.
Big play from a big man. Kayvon Thibodeau off the edge and dropping him behind the line.
Trying to run down some clock. And a loose football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, Nat. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Commanders force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
2nd down, and it's Kamara again.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A 10th carry for Kamara. And some room to work.
And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 43 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara as he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Kamara trying the right side, and he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Kamara up the middle.
Brought down on the play by Kayvon Thibodeau.
Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now Heineke. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. There's some space here. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 15-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Touchdown! Terry McLaurin, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game.
And the Commanders are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And the lead is up to 18 now.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. Holmes returning from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover. They want to try and put points on the board.
A little bit of space there for the 1st down run, as that's going to get them about 5.